Hey guys, this is Grand Admiral Thrawn, and today I am ranking the Stranger Things villains. And quick warning, there are some spoilers for Season 4, so if you haven't seen that, I'd recommend you click off now. Anyway, let's get into it. In 13th place, I have the Demobats. They're basically the Goombas from Mario, but in Stranger Things. They're just pawns, basically. So yeah, they're in last place as far as ranking the villains goes. Anyway, up next, I have Jack Sullivan. He's that military guy from Season 4 who does not do much. He is kind of forgettable. I had to Google his name. I knew his name was Jack, but I had to Google his name in order to figure out his last name. He's just a very plain military guy, and so yeah, he's in 12th. Number 11, I have Jason. He's a character who I don't really like because it feels like anytime he opens his mouth, he has to give a speech. And I just didn't like that, okay? He has a good motive, yes, but he's doing it completely wrong. And yeah, I didn't really like him as a character that much. He was an okay at best, but not a good character, in my mind. So he's in 11th. Number 10, I have Grigory, the Russian guy from Season 3 that was supposed to be like Terminator for Hopper's nemesis of Season 3. He's kind of threatening at moments. He does, in fact, kill one of the characters, unfortunately, Alexei, in Season 3, which was kind of sad, because Alexei was a good character. So yeah, he is threatening, and he does manage to take out a main character. Number 9, I have MindFlayed Will, when Will is controlled by the MindFlayer. This is here because he's technically a villain, and Will is more of a good guy though, so that's why I have him at 9th. Because he doesn't really do much besides spy for the MindFlayer when he is mind-controlled. So yeah, MindFlayed Will is at 9th. At 8th place, I have Demidogs. They are like Demogorgons, but weaker. There are a lot more of them, clearly. But they're only weaker because they're the younger ones. But these ones are not bulletproof, unlike the regular Demogorgons. So they're a lot weaker. And these are just regular Demidogs. Dart has his own place on the list. Speaking of Demogorgons, that's what made number 7. I miss the good days when it was just a Demogorgon that could be the entire threat of Season 1. Oh well. But nowadays each season has to outdo the last one. So, yeah. But this would be Demogorgons in number 7. In number 6, I have the Season 3 MindFlayer. Because this one isn't the real MindFlayer, it's just part of the MindFlayer. It made 6th. It is, however, very kind of creepy how it's made out of humans that are controlled by the MindFlayer. Yeah, that was kind of creepy to see. It's not exactly that, well, it is kind of threatening, and it's very powerful, but it's not the real thing, is why I have it in 6th. In 5th, I have the real MindFlayer from Season 2. The real one that, up until Season 4, we thought was the main villain of all Stranger Things. However, he is not, as we found out in that one episode. Yeah, this one is not exactly threatening because we never see him do anything, but he's kind of been in charge of all this stuff up until Season 4 when they have the real villain take control, Vecna. And I have a question, where was this one during Season 4? Because he's massive. You would see him in the Upside Down. When they're going all around the Upside Down, they should have spotted him or something. Because he's got that storm that follows him. Where was he during Season 4? Anyway, moving on. Number 4, I have Dart. And Dart might be a little high on the list, but Dart was a good villain. He was in charge of the Demidogs, kind of like the leader of them, even though he's not. But the main reason why I have Dart in 4th was because how he turned into a good guy at the end and disobeyed the MindFlayer to let Dustin and his friends live. Now, some people argue it was just because he wanted the nougat, which might be true, but he still disobeyed the MindFlayer and let Dustin live. So yeah, Dart earned 4th place. In 3rd, I have Billy. I liked Billy's character, and it was kind of emotional and sort of a little sad when Billy dies in Season 3. He has a good sacrifice, which is also a redemption, who he also refused the MindFlayer and did that in order to save Elle, which was kind of sad. And even in Season 4, he's part of it, though he's not a living character, how he's with Max's grief about his death. So yeah, Billy, 3rd place. In 2nd place, I have Dr. Brenner, who's kind of the reason why all of this even happened, the Upside Down and all of it, with how he made that kid Henry stay in the lab. Yeah. He's kind of in charge of it all, and it's all his fault, so he's in 2nd place because you know who's in 1st? Vecna. Just the sound of the clock, it gives people shivers. Yeah. Vecna was in charge all along, and there are certain things where in seasons you can actually hear clocks, which makes you think that he's actually been there all along. And Vecna is scary, but like even the way how he kills people, that's threatening with their eyes go inside and their arms and legs just break and they lift up. Yeah. Vecna, and then how he's in charge all along when you actually thought he was just a MindFlayer's 5-star general. It's actually the other way around, that the MindFlayer is Vecna's 5-star general. Was a pretty good twist. Yeah, Vecna, very threatening, great villain. He reminds me a lot of the Night King from Game of Thrones, which I heard he's actually based off of. But yeah, this is my ranking of the villains of Stranger Things. Let me know what you thought in the comments, and tell me who your favorite villain from Stranger Things is. This is Grand Admiral Thrawn signing off.